What's going on, guys? Lethality here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the best hypercars in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Now, I will say there isn't really one meta hypercar at this level of racing. Okay, he spawned inside of me. But like I was saying, at this level of racing, certain cars will do better at certain races. So I'm going to take a look at two, which I think are really the best overall. Number one being the 919 Spider. This thing is so good because it has something that no other car, at least not yet, has in the game, which is the Kinetic Energy Recovery System, or KERS. And that basically is this little battery in the corner next to the speedometer. This thing basically indicates your battery level, and what this battery allows you to do is accelerate and have a better top speed. While the top speed isn't too crazy, the acceleration is the crazy thing. With this active, you will get the fastest acceleration inside the entire game. Nothing else accelerates faster. Now you notice as I drive here, it goes down, but if I brake, it comes back. So basically, this thing will take the energy you lose when braking for like a turn or whatever, and charge up the battery. And then, once you get in like a straight and start accelerating, the battery will drain, but you will have the best acceleration in the game. Now, if you reach like the top speed, it'll give you a little bit better top speed, but it's not really relevant because although you will have a higher top speed, eventually the battery will run out and your top speed will drop. And I'm pretty sure there are other cars that have a higher top speed base. Now, in terms of the setup for this, there isn't really anything crazy that you have to do for the setup. I will show you what I run, which I actually run max upgrades, but I'll basically show you guys inside this workshop how the KRS upgrades work, because I think that's important so you guys know if you're downgrading the PR kind of what to go for. So this one right here is the hybrid system, which is the KRS. So we have a motor. This is what kind of gives you that extra power. It does really matter like if you want it, but it doesn't do a whole much crazy more. It is a lot better obviously, but it can't always be used. The battery, obviously, is the battery life, so the better battery you have, the more actual energy your car will be able to store, the longer it will last. This is the KERS. This is how fast it'll charge. I don't think you need to upgrade this. It charges pretty damn fast, so if you're braking very little, but quite often, I definitely upgrade this. But if you're on a race with a ton of huge like hairpins or like 90-degree turns, you could probably go away with just the stock KRS and still get a ton of energy. The radiator just doesn't really matter. It just dissipates the heat, so it just helps with a little bit of that energy conversion into your acceleration and your top speed. So it just kind of helps with a little bit of power. And the last thing is the inverter. This is the primary thing that converts the battery power into acceleration, horsepower, whatever. So if you're going for anything, I'd keep the battery, the inverter, and if you can, the electric motor. The rest, these two, you can get away without. And then for the rest of the car upgrades, I just went with everything, and I just kind of let the automatic configuration do its thing if needed. If I need to downgrade stuff, I will, but normally I can get away with like 1,000 RP, so I can just take off a few things like the ECU or whatever, and I'm fine. Obviously with slick tires it goes to nearly 1.2 thousand, but as long as it's like 1,050, you're probably chilling. Now, car number two, I'll actually just bring it out here, but car number two is going to be the Bugatti Veyron Supersport. Now keep in mind, if you're gonna buy the Supersport version, not the normal version. Now, for upgrades, I just went max everything. I don't have slick tires equipped, but I have them bought. Because the thing with the Veyron Supersport is, this is what's going to be good. Like, the Porsche 19 is good at corners and stuff like that. Bugatti Veyron, straightaways. It is a king at straightaways because this thing has the best top speed, I think, in the game. I'm pretty sure it's the fastest car in the game in terms of top speed. This thing just absolutely rips. It does not give a frick about any other car. Like, it just goes. Like, you'll see here, I'll accelerate to about 200 miles an hour. And that's about, I mean, that was like 170. Maybe on the straightaway. And yeah, this thing, okay, I crashed, but I nearly hit 200. So this thing is just insane. If you're ever on like a race like the Crown Jewel Jade here, that is like this thing, Veyron would absolutely smash it. Now it doesn't handle well in corners. You need to brake in advance and stuff, obviously. So you need to be able to throttle control and carry your speed through corners and stuff. But if you can do that, the Veyron is probably one of the best cars in the game. For certain races that's been dominating the leaderboards. There was a race I did, I don't remember exactly where it was, but I did a race last night, and the Veyron was just, I mean, oh my god, it was fast. I'm looking for it here, but I don't remember exactly which race it was, so I can't tell you. But the Veyron is definitely better at races that have long straightaways or very little corners, so yeah. Like I said, I don't really do anything different with the upgrades other than just max it out and then use automatic configuration. So I don't really have any crazy setups to show you guys. So that's going to do it for today's video on the hypercars. If you liked it or found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more Touch Drive Unlimited content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.